of any proposed changes, whether it's floating NAV or capital.
Senator Shelby.
Thank you. Chairman Schapiro, in your written testimony, you mentioned, and I'll quote you, runs with potential systemic impacts on the financial system as a justification for additional money market fund regulation. Has the Financial Stability Oversight Council designated any money market funds or activities as systemically important?
Senator, as you know, in the annual report of the Financial Stability Oversight Council, money market funds were discussed at length as a weakness and a potential systemic risk for the U.S. financial system. The FSOC has not designated any institutions at this point as systemically important financial institutions.
Yesterday, the Wall Street Journal reported that a new SEC study has found that money market mutual funds receive financial support from their sponsors more than 300 times since the 70s, and about 100 more times than previously reported. Did the Commission, Madam Chairman, review or approve this study? And could you, if so, could you provide a copy of the study to this committee? And how many times, if I could add, have money market funds required sponsor support since the 2010 reforms? Is that too much? That's a lot.
It tests my ability to remember, but I hope that you'll remind me of any pieces of this that I have forgotten. Senator, the staff did a tabulation, essentially, not really a study, a tabulation of occasions where sponsor support has been given to money market funds. It doesn't even include all kinds of sponsor support, so I actually believe that the number may be conservative. But essentially, it's a tabulation in many instances where people came to us in order to get authority to do sponsor support because what they wanted to do was an affiliated transaction, which would be a violation of SEC rules. I'd be more than happy to provide the information to the committee. As I said, it's likely a conservative number because it's those instances that came to the Commission's staff's attention because relief was sought or we were notified about the support that was given. I know that Moody's reported a number somewhere in the vicinity of 200, I believe, and I don't know exactly what they looked at over what period of time. I know our staff reviewed everything back to the inception of money market funds in the 1970s. I will say, just as an example, that they may have had a different baseline at Moody's, is that they looked, they reported that during the financial crisis, 62 money market funds required support from their sponsors, but they looked only at the 100 largest funds as an example. Our staff looked at everything back to the inception of money market funds in the 70s.